I grew up in Washington State.
Okay.
Grew up all the way through high school. Went to college at Washington State University. Once I got out of college, went off to California to start a career. Graduated in construction management, architecture college.
Okay.
And became an engineer. Didn't really care for it. Became a stockbroker in the early 90s. Enjoyed it. Did that for many, many years. And,
in the good years.
In the good years, yeah.
Yes.
The 90s were very fun. 90s were fun. The next decade wasn't. Got married, had 3 kids. We decided to move to Texas in 03. I wanted a yard and a dog.
Well, I hear you, man.
Instead of having that small little spot. I have a junior and a freshman at University of Arizona.
Great.
And a junior daughter. The 2 boys are at Arizona, and I have a daughter who's a junior at McKinney Boyd.
Right. So when you moved here, you were still practicing?
I was. I thought I was going to retire and just live off the money we had, and that quickly changed. I met 2 gentlemen by the name of Sean Lane and Steve Bell at a church we were going to. And Steve and Sean, their son-in-law, father-in-law, they own the Christmas tree lot over by the old Culvers in the theater, and they own the one that's here now.
Okay.
And I was curious about their Christmas trees and started talking to them, and so they helped me get started with a Christmas tree lot in Frisco. So I expanded on that, and I went, I think 2 years later, I started some fireworks stands.
You knew nothing about fireworks?
I knew nothing about any of that. And so I added that, and then I added pumpkins at the tree lot, same location in Frisco. And then just last year I added the pirate ship as my first shaved ice stand.
The Scallywag.
I'm paring back on fireworks, and I'm adding to the Scallywag brand aggressively now. We're going to have 3 locations. I'd like to add a pumpkin patch here in McKinney this next season, 2013, and adding the Scallywag.
I got it.
The Love Shack, which is right behind you, that was an e-care for the summer.
Okay.
For Hardin El Dorado. But that one's going to move to the column. The 3rd unit we're adding is a tiki gazebo that starts on October 1st in Allen Outlet Mall.
Okay.
For a winter contract. And then it moves to Little Elm for summer 1st. Coffee, hot chocolate, pastries, eggnog, and still shaved ice. The beauty part about what I do is, with the 4 businesses that I have, is diversification. So if I lose this lease, let's say next year they build something here, I will scramble to find another spot, but I've got fallback of income with all the other businesses. So I'm just slowly expanding my comfort area right here. McKinney's been very nice to the shaved ice business. That's why you see 11 of us here in McKinney. Of the 11, I would say just 2 years ago there was only 3. So it's just been a short phenomenon that has been expanding, and it's mainly because each city is very, very different with their rules, and McKinney's one of the nicer ones. This particular business, they've been very respectful. The health department's been very helpful. Every department I've worked with, they treat you with respect, and it's good working relationships. I don't think they were ready for a pirate ship, and so they're going, well, heck, this looks pretty good. It won't detract from our city. It'll make it attractive. And so I'm introducing it to different cities, and most of them are going, now that's a look we can take. I think the pirate ship's obvious. Kids just love to come to it, and the Love Shack just has a very fun design. We do things of like music from the 60s and 70s I play, and I'll play TV theme songs. And if you guess the theme song, I'll give you a free snow cone. Here at the Scallywags, we did some items, like for a while we did a doggy snow cone with gravy on it. A lot of people walk up their dogs, and the dogs got that fur coat on, so they need something. We would have treasure hunt, where we a lot of times have nickels and pennies and dimes, and we just throw out the window and let the kids find treasure. Freedom of ideas, freedom to do what you want to venture out to do, the risk, dream. I graduated in architecture college, but this was the first thing I ever designed that actually got built. But the entrepreneurship gives me complete freedom to do as good as I can, or as, fall on my face. But it's that risk that I do enjoy, and it's the dream I do enjoy. How I function, as you might have been able to tell, is I like to keep adding things, and that's how I derive my satisfaction. Probably the biggest thing is going to business is going to make some money. Okay, don't look at something and I'm going to sell candles or this or that, and because you like it, it better be profitable, because otherwise you're just have a hobby.
Right.
And that, which is nothing wrong with that if you can afford it, but look at a business that's also got the bottom line.
If you think you have a story to tell, send me an email. But I have to tell you up front, it better be good. I hope you...
Would it be without